Hey, I was just thought that some of you might like to know how I animated that sequence in my latest Phantom IGP, where the Phantom and Raoul duel with lightsabers. So I thought I'd explain it to you, and I beg your apologies because I am a bit drunk because I've had a really tough day today. But I will try to explain it as clearly as I can. So what I did, and this process took me about a good chunk of the year, if not the last 2 years, because I've been working on this for like a really, really, really long time. And so basically, what I did was I screen recorded pretty much the entire fight sequence on my phone. And what I did was I scrolled through, like, I just basically, like, I ran through the video very, very slowly, and I took screenshots of every single frame in the video and emailed all the screenshots to my laptop and downloaded them on there to File Explorer, right? And so this is what we're looking at right now. I'm about almost to the finishing point. You can see Raoul's driving the Phantom back. Earlier, Phantom cuts Raoul in like the forearm, or I think it's this arm right here. You might, it might have been this arm. I don't know. Anyways, so you can see Raoul driving the Phantom back. So what I do is I take the screenshot, right? So I'm taking this. I'm editing this one right now. So what I do is I copy the screenshot to the clipboard, and I go to Paint 3D, where you can see I've previously edited another screenshot. So I paste the screenshot that I've copied from photos onto Paint 3D. It's being a bit sluggish, so I'm just gonna wait for it to show, okay? And no cropping has been done at this point, so you can like see all the borders and the shit. So if you just give it a second to show up. Yep, see, there it is. So there's the screenshot. So I usually crop it down after I've added the blades. So what I do is I've saved PNGs of the lightsaber blades themselves, which you can see right here. So I'm gonna add Raoul's blade first. I decided to give him a blue blade, just because I've done like a lot of research on what color blades say about a person, and I think Raoul's definitely a blue blade. Though I'm like I would love to have given him a green blade just to like contrast with like the blue filter and like like the coolness of the shot since it's winter. But it's really like the blue blade says more about his personality than anything else. So, and also you can see that particular hue, like it stands out, which is great, which is very, very important, because you don't want to have a blue blade and have it like blend in too well with the shot. So yeah. So for when this blades are moving, I'll generally make the blades like really, 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 really big, just to give that little effect. So just there, and look, you can see here, so like the blade is like just barely out of the shot, and you'll be able to see that once I've cropped it in. And then you can see the Phantom's like moving his sword this way, and it's like you can already see like the motion lines, like a motion blur on there. So I'm gonna go back to File Explorer. I copy the red blade, and I go back to Paint 3D, hit paste or Control V, because I'm using a PC, so because I'm cheap. Anyways, so just give it a second for it to show up. And the great thing about this is like you can like change the direction of the blade anywhere. So what I do is I'll probably just go and have it standing upright, like this, and then I can change the length and width of the blade to, you know, wherever it is in the shot. And if you manage not to see the blade being turned around, I apologize, because again, I'm a bit buzzed and I'm holding the phone in my left hand, so it's like, yeah, kind of wonky. But anyway, so just a little bit more, just because the blade is moving. And then just a little bit higher because you can still see parts of the actual sword blade in there. There you go. And the funny thing about this is, like, when you're watching the film very slowly, you can actually pretty clearly see whether it's the actual actors or the stunt double. And I'm like 90% sure that this isn't actually Gerard Butler dueling in this scene. I'm pretty sure it's a stunt double. Because, you know, if you look in, like, earlier frames, like, Gerard Butler's hair is, like, kind of like, you know, he's been moving around, so, like, his hair gets, like, thrown around all over the place, and his hair is, like, totally slicked back. So I'm, like, 90% sure this is a stunt double, because also the facial features don't match. This might be Patrick Wilson, though. I'm, like, 90% sure it's Patrick Wilson, just because, like, his hair is, like, you know, it's been thrown around a lot. He's been dueling a lot. So as you can see, I've cropped it down to its preferred aspect ratio, which is 1/170 to 489. And then what I do is, once I finish with the frame, once I'm very satisfied with it, I'll save it as a final image. And I've created this specific folder in File Explorer for all my shots. So this is going to be 1376. And once I've created a certain number of shots, I will email a batch of those shots back to my phone, and I will download them onto my pictures gallery, and I'll import them into the stop motion app, and I'll run it through, and it'll look like they're actually dueling with lightsabers. So it'll look like a stop motion movie, and I'll like run it fast enough so it looks like an actual movie. I might do a little motion blurring in between. I'm not really sure. It'll just depend on how the film will look once I'm running it through the stop motion app. But yeah, so that's essentially how I did this duel. So I hope you learned something. And yeah, if you haven't watched the actual video yet, go ahead and check it out. You might get a few laughs. I don't know yeah. So thanks for watching this, and yeah, see ya. Bye.